Olympic gold medalist Melanie Margalis. She's the real deal.
She's 16, and don't let that smile necessarily fool you. We're talking to Jamie Lewis, who coached Isabel for a while, and Jamie was referencing pretty fierce competitor and does the work. They have to keep her out of the water sometimes. She's got the lane 400 fastest qualifier.
And one thing that she will keep getting better in, because she's so young, is her start. Not great reaction time at .74, second slowest in the field. So once she starts to gain that explosiveness by hitting the dry land, hitting the weights a little bit, she's going to get much better. No, she's not going to die. Not with that 142 plus that she did last night in the 200 free. So she'll be much better on the second half.
And with Brady, with all these young swimmers, this is the experience, right? To learn how to race.
You're so right, Ted. Each and every time you learn so much about yourself. And of course, it's a 4-year process, but here we go with another great race coming in at the end.
Sarah Hitchens up top, and Ivy in the middle coming in. Let's see who touches. It's going to be Ivy that got there. And Isabel Ivy, well, despite the start, she races. 48-33 for the win.
And that's, again, so important to gain that experience of racing. You know, she knew that she had Hitchens right there with her. You knew that you had Baldwin there with her, just within a couple of tenths coming down the stretch. But she didn't give up on the focus. Maintain the focus, put your head down, and do not waver from what you want to try to accomplish. There she is, blue cap, right there in the middle. Again, not a great start. She doesn't have, again, the explosive speed off the wall, off the blocks. But again, the stroke is so important here. Look at that beautiful reach out in front. She grabs that water, very light on the catch, and then look at the acceleration into the wall. Boom. She's a special athlete right there, and she's going to be good as we get going on this quad.
Someone who has a chance, just a 10th off her personal best to win this national championship, and she's with Trenny.
Guys, thank you very much. Isabel, congratulations. You had a personal best this morning, and here in the pool, you really turned it on in the last couple of laps of this race. What was crucial for you, especially after a little bit of a slow start off the blocks?
I really tried to work my turns because a lot of people tend to cut them short during a sprint event. So my coach and I talked about really hammering that third turn and just letting it all go in that last 25.
For you, at just 16 years old, what has it been like to compete in an event like this and go against Olympians and really come close to them in this competition?
It's truly been a great honor racing so many great athletes, and it really makes me really excited for the future and what I have to come.
How much have you learned as well about yourself in these competitions?
I've learned that I really just can't be afraid to race. I really just swim my own race, don't worry about what anyone else is doing, and get up and go.
And you learned how to do an interview. Your first one, guys, she said on television. Great job, Isabel. Congratulations.
That's great. Well, he said she's such a well-rounded swimmer, IM performer as well, and comes in here again just a 10th off her personal best. Sarah Hitchens did swim a personal best to claim second, and Caroline Baldwin of North Carolina was third. So we've seen one of America's futures cash in with a national championship. We'll be back with the men's 100 free from the Winter Nationals in Atlanta.
Third place finisher for the University of North Carolina in a time of 48.86, Caroline Baldwin. In second place for North Carolina with a 48.74, Sarah Hitchens. And your 2016 AT&T Winter National Champion in the women's 100-yard freestyle, representing Gator Swim Club in a winning time of 48.33, Isabel Ivy. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in congratulating your top 3 finishers in the women's 100-yard freestyle.